Hello friends, welcome to my channel Sushant Chesswise. Today we are at the next topic, that is the endgame studies explained. We are at the 88th position of our topic. We have got a very interesting position here. It's white to play and win. Let's get into the position quickly. White is trying to win his pawn and we see that the rook is trying to defend against the pawn. So basically in this position there is just one candidate because pawn is trying to queen and we don't want to allow the king to come to e8. So d7 first, but here black has got two ideas. One, he will try to sacrifice the rook for the pawn. That is one of his main defenses. When we see that if black gets f5, the position will be drawn. The main challenge is to avoid this position, because once the f pawn has moved, this position cannot be won by white, because after king g8, kf5, king h8, ke6, king g8, ke7, we see that there is no way white can make any further progress. It can only lead to stalemate at the most. Thus after d7, if rook c4 check, then kd5. Now the rook cannot stop the advance of the d pawn and the d pawn is going to queen with a check. So rook c1, even if it would be possible for rook d1, d8 would queen with a check. So the main move is rook e2 check, king d5, and black defends with rook e8. Very important defensive idea. Here d8, ke8, bf6 just allows king f8. The king will again go back to g8 and we see that even this position is just drawn. Here white has to play the very important move bf6. First stopping the advance of the f pawn so that the black king cannot get place on f7 square. e8 square is guarded with the d pawn, and now basically white will try to finish off the rook moves. He will try to put zugzwang so that the black rook has to leave the last rank. Let's see how it is possible. Most logical move. Now rook a8. The rook has to move. a8 and b8 both are possible. King c6, and now the rook struggles to hold the last rank. Let us look at two ways. If rook b8, kc7, rook a8, kb6, even kb7 can work. Rook b8 check, king a7, rook e8, and now comes kb7. The king and pawn have managed to snatch all the squares from the rook. If the king moves away, then d8 queens and it's checkmate. Rook cannot go to d8, c8, b8 or 8 squares. Everywhere the rook is lost. And if the rook moves to e7, pinning the pawn, then bishop e7 check, king takes e7, kc7, and the pawn promotes with a check. Thus the move rook a6 check is forced. Let's look at that line. So here comes rook a6 check, king c5, covering the d6 square. kb5 would allow rook d6 with a drawn game. Rook a5 check, kc4, again covering the d5 square. Rook a4 check, and now comes kb5, because the rook cannot go to the d4 square anymore. After rook d4, bd4, ke7, there is kc6 protecting the pawn on c6. So the rook goes back to 8, and here again we reach the same position with kb6. Reach the previous position by force. Rook e8 allows kb7, rook b8 check, king a7, rook e8, and kb7. And again black is in zugzwang. The king cannot move because the rook is lost. Rook has no other place on the last rank, and white wins. I hope you are finding these lessons useful and instructive. Thanks for your time.